meeting is being recorded.
Good
Morning.
I love that. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nancy.
Nancy, we should have
Love
coordinated.
this.
We should have coordinated our drinks because I can't drink a mimosa right now, but I would really love.
I would really love to have a mimosa.
Look,
Unfortunately, I've
exactly.
already had too much coffee and now I'm drinking water with a little bit of salt in it, trying to rehydrate.
Mimosas.
Okay, I
Mimosa
understand.
sounds way better. That's exactly right.
Now, are you about to ask her ratio for mimosa?
Well, I was actually going to ask what her base is. I mean, do you use real champagne? Do you use other types of bubbles? How do you make a mimosa?
It depends on where I'm at and who I'm with.
Oh,
Now,
I
I
love
will use
that.
true champagne, but most of the time, Prosecco.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yum.
Yeah.
And do you pour more Prosecco in than orange juice? What's your ratio of orange juice to Prosecco?
99 to 1.
I
Yes.
love that. Yes. Just for a little
We just
color.
like the color.
You heard it here, folks, from a
I
pro.
love that.
I love
That's
it.
exactly right. That's right. Well, we love this. Okay, so guys, y'all are in for a treat today. I know that you have some leftover candy from Easter laying around, and we're really excited because we have expert Nancee Allen, who owns Emerald Isle Wine Market. So she's here with us today to talk about what wines or bubbles you should pair with your leftover Halloween candy. I mean, it's Halloween candy.
Are we okay?
Easter candy. Your leftover. Although I'm sure you could reference back to this, there's going to be a lot of crossover. Maybe not Cadbury eggs, but some other things. So your leftover Easter candy. We're really excited, y'all. If you've not been to Emerald Isle Wine Market, you really need to check it out. They've got such a great selection. It's so much fun to go in there and peruse. And before we let Nancee go today, we're going to have her tell us about the events that they have. They've always got a little something special going on there, so we're going to talk about that too.
Yay.
Welcome, Nancee.
Good morning. Good morning.
So, Nancy, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the wine pairings with the Easter candy,
Thank you very much.
will you give folks, say they haven't been to Emerald Isle Wine Market before, will you give folks insight on where you're located, your hours, and then anything special about your shop?
I certainly will. We're located on Coast Guard Road, on the corner of Coast Guard Road and Emerald Drive.
Okay.
Our hours are like 10 to 8, but we do stay later if we need to. We're open 7 days a week.
Okay.
So, I mean, we're here.
I love it. I love it. So when folks walk into your shop, they can go in and just quickly purchase a bottle. I'm certain they can say, I'm looking for a red that goes with this. And you can be like, boom, I have something perfect for you. Can they also sit in there and enjoy a glass with you? Or is it more of a pop in, pop out type of thing?
Well, it is pop in, pop out, but we do wine by the glass if you buy a bottle here. Because
Oh,
I don't have enough staff right now
sure.
to do wine by the glass. So they'll buy a bottle and they can sit and have that while they're here.
I love that.
Oh, that's smart. So you'll actually open the bottle that they purchased, then they can go ahead and have a glass of it while they're there.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
I love that.
I know.
That's so good. Okay, and Nancee, I'm excited just to dive in to what these different pairings are
Me
going to
too.
be. And I love, since you're having that mimosa, I mean, I feel certain that any Easter candy would be great with bubbles. Is that right? Just like, let's just like, if you don't have the energy to think about it, guys, just pour
Yeah,
yourself some bubbles and get right into that candy.
that is
There you
true.
go. I love that. Okay, so let's start with the Cadbury egg, which you will not find at Halloween.
That's true. The classic Cadbury egg. Tell us about what type of wine would pair best with that.
Okay, we did a couple different things. We did a basic like sherry, just because
Ooh.
it's nutty and different.
Okay. Will you share
And
the
this,
name? Will you hold it up a little bit closer to the camera just so folks can
I
see?
will.
Okay. And what's this one called? Osborne.
Yeah, it's Pedro Jimenez. It's
Okay.
from Portugal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What about it pairs well with the egg?
It's a little nutty, little creamy,
Yeah.
dry. So it's going to go. We did a caramel Cadbury egg, the caramel one, and it was kind of perfect with that. But
Yum.
you could always do if you didn't like those kind, because that's like for, I don't want to say like every day.
Sure.
Sherry is not an everyday thing normally. So we have a Gewürztraminer that way for white wine drinkers.
Okay.
Yum.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little drier, not Chardonnay. So
Not
Okay, so Nancee, tell us, what is the price point on those two selections that you made?
The sherry is $40 and the Gewürztraminer is 26.
Amazing.
Okay, great.
And guys, of course, anything that Nancee is talking about today, you can pop into Emerald Isle Wine Market and purchase it for yourself too. I love that kind of instant gratification.
I know, and guys,
Yeah.
it's Friday morning, so note that they're going to be there until 8 o'clock tonight. Like you've got
Go.
lots of time. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Next,
Jelly
next up,
beans?
yeah, jelly beans.
Jelly beans. We're going to do rosé, sparkling rosé.
Ooh, yum. Okay,
Okay.
It's a really
tell us
good
why.
glass of wine. Yeah.
So that's a
Yum.
Willamette, that's a sparkling rosé, is
Yes.
that?
Sparkling rosé. Yes.
Okay. What's the price point on that one, Nancee?
25.
Yum.
Okay.
I always feel like rosé and something fruity goes well together, you know,
Yes.
in my amateur brain. Is it
Right.
the
Right.
fruit of the jelly bean and the rosé that works so well
Yes.
together?
Yes. And then we had, I think we picked the lambic too, which is like a beer. It's a fizzy, fruity beer.
Oh,
So for people that don't really want to drink wine, they could do this lambic.
Fun.
Yes.
yum.
Okay, great. And what's the price point on that one, Nancee?
$9.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay, I love that. Great.
Yeah.
What's our next candy, MC?
Well, our next candy is Reese's peanut butter eggs.
favorite.
My fave, exactly.
Is it yours?
Oh my gosh. I mean, yes.
I love
Okay.
it.
Gotcha. So we were thinking the lambic with that, or the framboise with that as well, or just some prosecco.
Yes.
Okay, Prosecco, you're right. I mean, peanut butter chocolate Prosecco. Okay, great. That looks like a great one. And so what is the price point on that Prosecco?
That one is 20, I think. 19, around 19.
Cool.
Okay.
Amazing.
I
And
love
that was
how
our
affordable
choice.
Prosecco is.
Me too.
Yes, it is. And that was our choice with the sour gummies as well.
Oh.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
our last one we were going to ask about is Sour Patch
Yeah.
Kids or sour gummies. So you're going to do Prosecco with that also.
I think so, because it depends on what flavor gummies you have. So there's
Right.
so many. So we were just kind of being that would go with probably all the flavors.
I love that. So
Yeah.
going back to our original comment that when in doubt, just pick some bubbles.
Exactly.
Absolutely. That's what we did.
It sounds like too, Nancee, since you enjoy Prosecco as well, I'm sure that there is a extensive Prosecco selection at Emerald Isle Wine Market. I love it personally.
We try to keep it up, but sometimes we move a whole lot of it. And I'm
Yes.
true champagne too, so we do have some true champagne treats.
I love that.
Amazing.
What about Cava? Do y'all keep Cava in the store?
We do, and we do Cava. Well, we do Cava and Prosecco. Most all of our tastings, we'll do one or the other.
Okay.
So we always have like a rotating supply of Cavas and Proseccos.
Yum. You love Cava.
I don't know why, Nancee. I'd love to know the answer to that. And for you guys that don't know, so Champagne can only be from the Champagne region of France, and then Prosecco is from Italy, and Cava is the bubbles from Spain. But I always think that a Cava is safe. That I feel like I normally like that flavor profile. Does Cava tend to be less sweet than Prosecco?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
very
That's
dry.
why.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's the grapes that they use for Cava versus the ones they use for Prosecco.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, so just in case, I mean, I've always wondered, I don't know, I just think if I go out and sometimes I order a Prosecco and it comes and it's just too sweet. Or champagne.
Sure.
Sometimes champagne is too
True.
sweet. I feel like Cava
Yeah.
is pretty safe for me. I've just,
Yes.
at
Yeah.
45, am I 46?
You are.
At 46, I have discovered what I like, and it's
I
Cava.
gotcha. Hey, I understand.
Okay.
I love it.
I know, and it will go with all my leftover Easter candy.
Not
That
Halloween.
is very
Not
good.
Halloween candy.
Yeah.
I love that.
So Nancee, thank you for that. That's amazing. I hope people were taking notes, and we'll make sure we put in the comments exactly what was paired with what. But before we let you go, will you give people insight into any weekly specials you guys have? I know you guys have mimosas on certain days and
For
events.
activities.
Yes.
Yes. Tell us what you got going on over there. It's hopping.
Okay, so Wednesday and Fridays we do tastings. We do 5 wines and snack tasting from 5 to 7 every Wednesday and Friday. And then on holidays like this coming Saturday, we'll do mimosas from 9 to 1. And once a month we do a food competition where guests will bring foods and the group judges them with a glass of wine. So we just spend a couple hours hanging out, having food, snacks, and wine.
That
I
is
love
so
that.
fun.
starting at the end of, I think April 28th is our first Lady Swan Sunset Wine Cruise that we do out of Swansboro. And we've got 11 scheduled right now for throughout the year. And theirs go on Monday night. And it's usually an hour and a half to 2 hours that we do those sunset wine cruises.
How can people sign up for those?
They just call me here at the shop and get the dates. And we post the dates, I think, on our Facebook.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a wine rep that comes and talks about the wine, and the guests bring snacks to share with the group. So we just ride around, watch the sunset, and drink and eat.
That sounds like a good Monday to me.
Throw me in the briar patch.
We'll
That's
put-
exactly right.
Yeah.
Facebook page in the comments so people can easily click over. Your phone number's on there. They can get the dates for the Lady Swan tours and all of your.
The 2 in May, we have winemakers coming. We have a winemaker from New Zealand coming, and one from Oregon coming.
Amazing.
Winemaker do the cruise with us.
That's so fun.
I love that. So guys, if you are watching this, it's Friday morning. You can head on over to Emerald Isle Wine Market today. They're open until 8, and they've got that tasting today from 5 until 7. So go over there and pick you out some things and enjoy it.
Love
I
it.
love that, Nancee. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate it.
Well, you're not allowed to leave yet
That's
because we
right.
have our favorite question that we ask all of our guests, Nancee, and we want to know what has been saving your life lately.
Well, I've been thinking about that. It would have to be my family, my friends, good red wine, and carbs.
That has been my favorite answer.
That's a
this
good one.
year.
That's a good one.
I love that mic drop.
Nancee, what's your favorite carb?
I don't know. I'm a big potato person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's coming. I mean, Easter Sunday's coming, Easter Sunday was last weekend. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I love
Good
that.
friends.
I'm still dreaming about the potatoes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Anytime. Thank
Bye,
you.
Nancee.
Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh,
Amazing.
adorable.
That was good. Carbs.
I love that. Was probably my favorite answer this year.
It was really good.
It really was. Do you
Yeah.
have something that's saving your life?
I think what is saving my life is that I got to spend some time with my family. So we went to Greensboro. It was my dad's, it was a party for my dad's 80th birthday. And so getting to be with him and my mom, and then my sister and her girls and her husband came up from Florida. And so, yeah. So just getting some good family time in was really great. How
Happy
about
birthday,
you?
Mr. Tom.
Oh, I love that. It was Easter and Dad's birthday.
Love it.
How about you?
Well, it was actually my dad's birthday too on Easter. When is your dad? Your
Yeah.
dad's birthday was a few.
That's exactly right.
Okay,
That's,
okay.
Yeah. It's really it's the 10th of April, but the party was late.
I see. Okay. Well, this past week, last weekend, we celebrated our 1-year wedding anniversary, which is so exciting. So we went to Prime Bistro for dinner, and of course it was delicious, and then celebrated Easter the next day.
I love that.
Yeah.
So good.
It's been a year. I feel like we were just recording our wedding episode. Remember when we did that episode where we shouted out all the
Yes.
vendors? I recently thought about that.
I
and was
also feel like that just happened.
just happened, but that was 1 year ago. So
And now we have a baby on the way.
crazy. Lots of milestones, birthdays, weddings,
That's exactly right.
babies.
Anniversaries.
Exactly. Lots of things happening.
Well, guys, thank y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for joining us. Hope that you had a wonderful holiday weekend last weekend, and hope that you have a great weekend ahead.
Bye, guys.
Bye.